everyone, in this video I will be sharing the China Glaze Electric Nights collection with you. This is for the summer of 2015. It consists of 12 amazing polishes that are perfect for summer. There are 9 super bright neon creams, and there are also 3 awesome glitter toppers. So if you want to see each of these polishes swatched, then keep on watching. This is Ready to Rave, and it is an intense neon red. That's right, I said it, neon red. This is probably the closest you will ever get to a neon red. It leans a little bit orange, so you could probably classify it as a coral, but one thing's for sure, it's really bright. It has a really great formula and it's really opaque, so you can almost get away with one coat. If you're in a hurry, you can probably do one coat and go, but there may be a few spots where you can see your nail. I went with 2 coats. A second coat definitely brightens it up, and it also evens out any patchiness. I have nothing like this in my collection so far, and I'm loving it. This is Let the Beat Drop. It is a clear-based polish with pink, orange, and purple glitter. You can see the glitter the best when you layer it over white, but you can also layer it over other colors. This one was okay to apply. You do have to move the glitter around a little bit, but it's not too bad. You can probably tell that the base is slightly tinted pink, and that's probably from the glitter bleeding into the clear base. This could get worse as time goes on, so I won't be able to tell you how it actually is until I have it for a while. This is Home Sweet House Music, and it is a neon orange. But what I really think this one should be called is Radioactive Mac and Cheese. That's what it reminds me of. This one is a little bit patchy on the first coat, but the formula is also pretty thin, so it likes to run down the brush. So you have to be really careful about that. Less on the brush is better. And point proven that this one is runny. A second coat of this brightens up the color and evens out the patchiness. Someone has to agree with me that this looks like radioactive mac and cheese, but I'm not complaining, it's an awesome color. This is Daisy Know My Name, and it is a neon yellow. This is the only cream polish from this collection that I think benefits from a white base. But let's be honest, no one's really surprised by that because neon yellows are a pain in the butt. You can get away with one coat of this over white because it applies really well over the white base. I went with 2 coats because it evened out the color more to my liking. It's really up to you though. 1 coat makes it look more like the highlighter yellow, and 2 coats makes it look just really bright yellow. This is Treble Maker and it's a neon green. This is more of a blue tinted green though, so it's not your typical neon green. This one is a little bit streaky and patchy on the first coat. The second coat evened out the colors surprisingly well. I left it at 2 coats, however, I can see how some people might need 3 coats depending on how it's applied. I'm really loving this color. I have nothing like it in my collection so far. This is Can I Get an Untz? I'm gonna have to agree with Jess from JessFace90 here on YouTube that this is probably the most embarrassing polish name to say ever. I'll have her channel linked down below. This is a clear-based polish with blue, green, and purple glitter. This has about the same formula as the previous glitter. You do have to move them around just a little bit, but it's not horrible. The glitter in this one doesn't seem to be bleeding into the clear base so far, so that's good. However, that could change with time. This is UV Meant to Be, and it's a baby blue. I wouldn't really say this one's a neon, but it's bright and it's pretty. This one is patchy and streaky on the first coat. A second coat evens out the color more. I left it at 2, but you might need 3 depending on how you apply it. This is DJ Blue My Mind, and it is a slightly darker blue than the previous blue polish. I'm warning you now that this one stains. Take my word for it and double up on a base coat. With that warning out of the way, this is a gorgeous blue polish that applies pretty well on the first coat. There are a few streaks. A second coat of this evens out the color pretty well. I'm loving the color, but I'd love it more if it didn't stain. This is Plur-Ple, and this is the more blue-based purple in the collection. And if you're a little confused about that name, let me break it down for you. Plur is short for peace, love, unity, and respect. You can often hear this being said at raves and EDM festivals. This one isn't necessarily streaky or patchy on the first coat, but you can definitely still see your nail. The second coat of this really changes the color and makes it look more like it is in the bottle. I stopped at 2 coats, but I definitely think I could have gone 3. I think 3 coats would have deepened the color and made it look a little bit better. This is Violet Vibes, and this is more of the pink reddish toned purple. And again, this is one that's not necessarily streaky or patchy, but you can still see the nail. second coat will deepen the color. And just like the other purple, I think I could have went 3 coats on this one, but I didn't. It still looks okay with 2. This is Glow with the Flow, and it's a neon pink. And let me just say that I think this is easily my new favorite paint polish. It applies pretty good on the first coat. It's a tiny bit patchy, so it needs a second. And the second coat makes it look amazing! That's one of the greatest pinks I have ever used, in my opinion at least. And finally, the most fun polish in the entire collection is Point Me to the Party. This is a clear-based polish with pink, orange, green, blue, and purple glitter. It's pretty much a party in a bottle. This one applies really well, but it's a little bit base heavy. But I didn't have to move the glitters around nearly as much as I did with the other glitter polishes. This polish is super fun, but I think it will always look better over a white base. That was all 12 polishes for the China Glaze Electric Nights collection. Overall, really impressed, really liked this collection. If you don't have any good neon polishes, this is definitely a great collection to pick up. If the glitters really caught your eye, I definitely recommend getting them. I think they're great. Besides the glitters, my favorites of the collection were Ready to Rave, Home Sweet House Music, Glow with the Flow, and Treble Maker. Let me know down in the comments which polishes were your favorite, and I might just incorporate them into some future nail art designs. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to see videos from me in the future, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.